This is a video on how to write ionic formulas that are binary compounds. First, you have to identify the symbol of the cation. That's the first part of the name, and the anion. Second, you have to identify the valence or charge of each symbol and place it in parentheses, like that, just above the symbol. Third, you have to balance the total positive and negative charge of the cation and the anion. You ask yourself, you have to ask yourself if the positive charge and the negative charge add up to zero. If it doesn't, then we ask how many of each ion must we have in order to balance the charge. We must have the same number of positive charges as we do of negative charges. Another way of saying that is that they must add up to zero. Once you determine the number of units of the cation and anion, those become the subscripts which are placed right after the symbol. So a example would be calcium nitrate. You have to find the symbols. Calcium is Ca nitride symbol, and you find the charge. The calcium charge is +2, and the nitride is -3. So you have to balance the charge. So calcium is +2, and nitride is -3. You're gonna have to cross them, and then you'll have 3 calciums and 2 nitrides. Then you write the symbol beginning with this. You write the whole symbol in the formula. You start with the symbol that is first in the name and include the subscripts after each symbol. And that is how you balance ionic formulas that are binary compounds. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm back. Alright, so another example would be copper with the 1 oxide. First, you find the symbols, and copper is Cu, and oxide is O. Then you find the charge for each and place it above the symbol in parentheses. So copper is +1 and oxide is -2, so you have to swap the charges. So copper would have a 2 and oxide would have a 1. And then you just write the formula, so it'd be Cu2O. And you don't have to put the 1 after the O because it's already there. If it wasn't, you wouldn't have a chemical. So yeah. And then also, if you want to do it for polyatomic ions, I think this will work. You find the symbol, so iron's Fe, and carbonate's polyatomic ion is CO3. So you find the charge again, so iron is 3, and the valence charge for carbonate is -2. So you just balance those, and it says, the notes say you ask yourself to do the total positive charge and total negative charge add up to 0. So if the answer is no, then we ask how many of each ion must we have in order to balance charge. We must have the same number of positive charges as we do of negative charges. Another way of saying that is they must add up to 0. Since an iron has 3 charge and the carbonate ion has -2, then it would be 2 Fe 3 plus units to balance 3 CO3 -2 units. And then you just write it out, so it'd be Fe2 parentheses CO3 parentheses and then a 3. And those are my examples.